The Way of Ways. Say not, I have found the truth, but rather, I have found a truth. Say not, I have found the path of the soul. Say rather, I have met the soul walking upon my path. For the soul walks upon all paths. The soul walks not upon a line, neither does it grow like a reed. The soul unfolds itself like a lotus of countless petals. Khalil Gibran. I stood in the wings of the grand stage at London's Royal Festival Hall on the south bank of the River Thames, where in just a few hours I would perform for the Queen. At 18, I was a gifted professional dancer who, having guested with a few internationally acclaimed companies, was by all accounts a star in the making. I had thrown myself into the rigors of ballet, practicing and perfecting my craft for grueling hours on end, because I loved it, and also because the moment I stepped on stage, I had wings. I was a prisoner no more. I was beautiful, I was transcendent, I was free. Out in the world, I was accomplished, mature beyond my years, poised, articulate, reserved, and appropriately outgoing with everything under control. My inner life, however, was anything but what it appeared to be. At home, I was not okay. I was leading a double life. Dance gave me an outlet, a way to escape my demons, my parents' acrimonious divorce a few years before, and the stress of a volatile relationship I soon found myself in. I was as powerless to escape their clutches as I was powerful on the stage. As the pain got worse in my personal life, so did my repressed rage. With nobody to speak with to process what I was experiencing, I started to become overwhelmed by my frustration and pain, though I wasn't entirely conscious of it then. I danced with more intensity, my deep-seated anger erupting through my movements, a force that daily required more and more energy to control and direct. Like a mutant weed, it was taking over, choking everything else inside. So, on this fateful day of the royal performance, long past impatience and bigger than the container that restrained it, my anger, like a heat-seeking missile, was aimed at its target. My psyche had had enough, and my body found itself at its mercy. Having quickly finished my 6th cup of strong British tea, I had just recently discovered caffeine, I was wired, like a rocket with enough firepower to blast the roof off the theater. I watched from the wings as the boys performed allegros, the big jumps, launching their bodies into the air, weightless. I felt the familiar pull to join them, to playfully compete with them as I so often did. I was blessed with something called exceptional ballon, meaning I could catch air very easily and gain nearly as much height as my male counterparts. I loved to soar through the air from the time I was a little girl, and I was always trying to fly higher. Adorned in my usual attire, a jewel-toned leotard, black leg warmers over sheer pink tights, a pair of sweatpants fashioned into a shawl, and a well-worn pair of point shoes, with a light sweat glistening on my forehead, I took the stage for warm-up. I ran over to stage right to join 2 of my strongest male counterparts, right after they started the short phrase that was preparation for a grand saison, a jump where the legs went écarté, splitting apart completely in midair, forming a 180-degree angle parallel with the floor. Effortlessly, I launched my body into space, rising to a height equal to that of one of my friends and higher than that of the other. After this first flight, vibrating with an explosive energy that I could barely contain, not to mention the caffeine coursing through my veins, I prepared to repeat the jump stage left with the other 2. Charged with even greater intensity, I knew in advance that I was going to jump higher than both of them. With an "I'll show you."